If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. Religion and philosophy are to be preserved distinct. We are not to introduce divine revelations into philosophy, nor philosophical opinions into religion. Errors are not in the art but in the artificers. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. To every action there is always opposed an equal reaction. My powers are ordinary. Only my application brings me success. Genius is patience. Plato is my friend, Aristotle is my friend, but my greatest friend is truth. This most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets, could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being. Atheism is so senseless. When I look at the solar system, I see the Earth at the right distance from the Sun to receive the proper amounts of heat and light. This did not happen by chance. In the absence of any other proof, the thumb alone would convince me of God's existence. Truth is ever to be found in simplicity, and not in the multiplicity and confusion of things. Tact is the art of making a point without making an enemy. As a blind man has no idea of colors, so have we no idea of the manner by which the all-wise God perceives and understands all things. What goes up must come down. A man may imagine things that are false, but he can only understand things that are true, for if the things be false, the apprehension of them is not understanding. An object in motion tends to remain in motion along a straight line unless acted upon by an outside force. The proper method for inquiring after the properties of things is to deduce them from experiments. The motions which the planets now have could not spring from any natural cause alone, but were impressed by an intelligent agent. To me there has never been a higher source of earthly honor or distinction than that connected with advances in science. God is the same God, always and everywhere. He is omnipresent not virtually only, but also substantially, for virtue cannot subsist without substance. It is the weight, not numbers of experiments that is to be regarded. It is reasonable that forces directed toward bodies depend on the nature and the quantity of matter of such bodies, as happens in the case of magnetic bodies. Hypotheses should be subservient only in explaining the properties of things but not assumed in determining them, unless so far as they may furnish experiments. If I have done the public any service, it is due to my patient thought. We are to admit no more causes of natural things than such as are both true and sufficient to explain their appearances. Nothing can be divided into more parts than it can possibly be constituted of. But matter, i.e. finite, cannot be constituted of infinite parts. I have explained the phenomena of the heavens and of our sea by the force of gravity, but I have not yet assigned a cause to gravity. Opposite to godliness is atheism in profession, and idolatry in practice. Atheism is so senseless and odious to mankind, that it never had many professors. Are not rays of light very small bodies emitted from shining substances? If the experiments which I urge be defective, it cannot be difficult to show the defects, but if valid, then by proving the theory, they must render all objections invalid.